I need to talk about something. Um, so, um, so I think so. The world needs to know about Banished Smurf. So I've done some research and um, um, so the Smurf naming convention are like their characteristics, right? So if you have a jokey Smurf, um, which I saw on DuckDuckGo's AI tool, if you have jokey Smurf, then they're like jokey Smurf. Um, they like to joke around. Um, and I feel like it's an important aspect of the Smurf community to know about Banished Smurf because it's fucked up to name someone Banished, Mr. Banished, basically, um, and then expect them to like act normally. My fucking hair sucks. To like act normally, if you're from birth. I don't even know how. I did not do enough research on Smurf births, but I guess so from birth or creation or whatever the fuck. If you're named Banished Smurf, then it's going to end up in you being banished Smurf between brackets. So that's fucked up. If you are born as Happy Smurf, then you kind of have your path set out for you, don't you? I mean, unless you wouldn't want to. So, okay, if the Smurfing convention, like if the Smurf, like societal, communal, if it's just like different from humans, and your personality is like appointed to you from the day you were created, and you are fine with that. Um, maybe it's just like a Smurf thing. Then that's okay, I guess. But imagine calling someone Banished Smurf, and then of course it. I don't like pretty quickly. I'm assuming I was like, no, he's get banished when he's like 30. I guess I don't know how to age. I think Smurfs are like immortal, aren't they? Anyway, but like if they're immortal, then getting banished at 30 years old, if you are called from birth Banished Smurf, that is fucked up. So I think it needs to be said that it is unfair to call someone Banished Smurf. So Banished Smurf, wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. I think it's sad that that I guess Papa Smurf. I don't know if he's the one naming you, but I guess whoever named you, I think it's fucked up that they were playing like a fucked up experiment or like maybe like a prank or something on you. I don't think that's okay to do because like maybe you can argue that there is space for all Smurfs, right? You can be angry Smurf, that's okay. You can be scared Smurf, that's okay. You can be like anxiety attack Smurf. You can even just be called Freddy Smurf, right? Maybe your whole thing is just being Freddy, right? Being a Fred. But you're not really part of all of this space if from birth you are called Banished Smurf. Banishment Smurf. Because then it means there isn't space for everyone. There's just space for everyone except for Banished Smurf. And I hope wherever he is, that he's okay. Maybe he's like has a like separate little house, and instead of like a mushroom or whatever they use, it's like something radical like a flower or something, or like a tree. Maybe like go outside. Maybe it's just bricks. Maybe he went outside of the box completely. Maybe he joined humanity. But maybe not. Maybe he joined like a deer community or something. I think Banished Smurf characteristics would be, since he's not part of this like community anymore, where there's just one characteristic that you are and you don't have any other like talents or whatever. So I feel like Banished Smurf being away because he was banished, being away from his like I guess sort of natural like natural sort of innate community, being away from that, I think would teach him how to like think outside of that Smurf box, right? So I think some other characteristics of Banished Smurf would be, I think he would be very fast, like very quick on his feet, right? Because if you're banished, I guess, I don't know how he was banished. Maybe it was like pitchforks and fire. Maybe it was just like, Papa Smurf waking him up one day, or like just showing up at his house, and Banished Smurf would be like sleeping, or maybe he just woke up, and Papa Smurf knocks on the door, and Banished Smurf is like, because part of him knew, right? I think a big part of him knew. So he opens the door, and he thinks, it's not, usually he gets heckled, I guess, mostly by Heckle Smurf. But actually, that was the part where he, maybe like some part of him already wanted to be like thinking differently, thinking outside of the box. So when he got heckled, not only by Heckle Smurf, but also by, I don't know, Smurfette or something, calling him like disgusting or something. Maybe that's when like this sort of like conviction in him grew. Like maybe I can be different than just banished Smurf. It's gonna happen one day anyway. So why not just think some more on like, maybe not like a positive side, because I'm feeling pretty depressed right now, but maybe just like a different side. If Smurfette, this fucking moron, can heckle me, call me disgusting, saying I should get out of this country. And if Heckle Smurf is the one that's actually supposed to do that, maybe I can be different too. Maybe I don't just have to be Banished Smurf, right? So that's like the flashbacks, right? And Papa Smurf goes up to him one day. Usually, like, it's just a bunch of, like, anytime anyone knocks on his door, it's just like, commonly people, talking shit, leaving a bag on fire and there's shit in it, so he has to put it out with his feet. And he has learned from it that he actually has a fire hose right now. So they didn't know how to adapt to that fire hose because they're just Smurfs, so they just kept putting this bag of shit on fire on his doorstep. And he's like, well, I learned from that. I can adapt. And once I'm out of this fucking place, I'm gonna fucking forget y'all. And I'm gonna have learned from my experiences. So it's just Papa Smurf today. Banished Smurf opens the door. And Papa Smurf is like, I know this has been a long time coming. And I know maybe you don't understand. And I'm sorry you feel that way. I've been sorry a long time. I wish from the beginning that you, maybe some part of me hoped that you would accept it, because everyone does, and accept that it's in some parts also out of my hands. So maybe I don't want to say I'm disappointed in you, but I do wish things could have been better on your part of this community, right? Papa Smurf says that. And Banished Smurf already has some big bags, big suitcases packed and ready. He's been maybe from the day he was born, maybe even pre-packed by Papa Smurf. And he doesn't have much else in his home, never really got to settle like all of the other Smurfs did. So he takes his bags, which are just like a stick. I'm just kidding, it's not that. Because he's smarter than that. He looks at Papa Smurf for the last time. Papa Smurf wants to shake his hand, but he just looks at him and shakes his head. And then Banished Smurf leaves. But did he leave because he is Banished Smurf? Or did he leave eventually out of his own volition?